Hello, here's another word problem. And today we're going to be using our part plus part model equals whole to solve this. So it says that George's puzzle has 20 fewer pieces than Rosie's puzzle. George's puzzle has 80 pieces. How many pieces does Rosie's puzzle have? So let's get ready to annotate to solve this. The story says that there's somebody in the story named George has a puzzle that has 20 fewer pieces than Rosie's puzzle. So it's comparing George to Rosie. Next, we find out that George's puzzle actually has 80 pieces. So we know some information about George. Next, how many pieces does Rosie's puzzle have? Well, since someone has more, I'm going to draw part of my part plus part equals whole model on the side where there's a big part and a small part. Next, I'm going to go back in the text. It says that George has 20 fewer. So George is going to go at the bottom since he has fewer. He has smaller or less. And next, I'm going to put R for Rosie because she has more than George. Now that we've put the numbers or the words in the right places, now we're going to put the numbers. So we're going to go back in the text. It says George has 20 fewer puzzles than Rosie's. Well, we know George has 20 fewer. But George's puzzle has 80. So inside of George's box, I could put 80. Because in the text, it actually says what he has. But let's go back. Do we know Rosie's? No. In the text, it says, how many does Rosie's have? And a question mark. So inside of Rosie's box, I'm going to put a question mark since we don't know Rosie. And there's only one place left for 20, which is the section that's going to show that it's 20 fewer. So since Rosie has more than George, and George has 80, we have to add on to George to get a bigger number. So our number sentence is in the part plus part section. And we're missing the whole. How many in all from 0 to total? So I'm going to add 80 plus 20. All right, I'm going to add 80 plus 20. And since I know 8 plus 2 gives me 10, I'm going to go ahead and add its 0 at the end, making my answer 100. This makes sense because 80 plus 20, 0 plus 0 is 0, and 8 plus 2 is 10. So Rosie has 100 puzzle pieces. And that's our math question of today.